Welcome back to Budget Beauty. This is Budget Beauty's main series. This is our long form content where I do a full face of makeup from start to finish, and we do it weekly. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty. And this week I just decided to do something real cute. Not a real like color theme, but something just real cute to go with cute little hair, and do something real cute while we out in the street. So I don't know what it's gonna be. A brown look. I don't know, something brown on my eyes, but not entirely brown because I'm gonna wear red lipstick. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do something. So I've kind of pulled all my products out, and I just was like, okay, we're going to use these things probably. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So for the eyeshadow primer, we're going to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Mostly because I need a translucent one here. And I was going to use the Ulta Beauty collection pigment pop, but I was like, I just need it to be like translucent, and that is very white on my eyes. And then I thought about it, and I was like, I actually probably should have used the Wet n Wild one. So I don't know. So we're gonna go out to Ulta and to HomeGoods. I did not go to HomeGoods last week like I had planned to. By the time I got to doing things and going someplace, I did not feel like going to the HomeGoods. So I didn't. But we are going this week because we have to get two things. So we are going to go to the HomeGoods and we are going to the Ulta. And it is my birthday month at Ulta, and so I get the member birthday thing, gift thing, and then also I get a few little extras in the diamond status. So I have a few little things I want to get. ColourPop has a drop that's coming tomorrow, so I'll be in Ulta again next week, because it drops tomorrow on Sunday. So I'm like, I'm not going in Ulta on Sunday. And I want to see it on the website first so I can figure out where it's going to be, and then I can go pick it out. So I want to give it some time between when it drops and when it's going to appear in stores, because it's supposed to be in stores by tomorrow. So we'll see. All right, so for the face primer, I was trying to figure out what kind of primer I wanted to use. I don't know. I guess I'll use my ColourPop Set It Up primer. And yes, full disclosure, Mr. Budget Beauty is in here with me as I am doing my makeup.
Hi, buddy.
They probably can't hear you, but it's fine. But yes, he is in here with me. So we didn't have an event going on today, this weekend or anything. We did not. So just going out in the street. I did do my makeup yesterday because we had date night. We tried a new place here in Columbia. It's new for us. It's been around for a while. It opened like pre-COVID, COVID times, and it was open it's been open for a while, but as most places go in Columbia, you got to let them be open for a while, get themselves established before you go running in there. Don't be the test case. So, and I've known that about Columbia's food scene for a long time. So we went to this place called Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. It's not that far from our house. And we had been talking about trying them because, like I say, they opened pre-COVID. And by the time, I noticed it and I was like, oh, what is that? COVID had hit. And I was like, no, we're not going out to eat. So we did not go out to eat for most, if not all of COVID times. Like, from the start of COVID, I think the last time we went out to eat pre-COVID was probably 2019, sometime in like early 2019, probably for like our anniversary or something, in April of 2019. And then after that, maybe a couple of times, maybe. And then COVID hit. We did not do anything in 2020, at the beginning of 2020. So then COVID hit in like March for us. And yeah, we did not. So we didn't go out to eat and sit down in a restaurant again until, I want to say, sometime in 2024, maybe. I want to say it was 2024. I know it was like April, and I remember being like, oh, the last time we went out to eat was probably like 5 years ago. So yes, it was probably 2024. So no, we did not go out again for like 5 years. And then we slowly started going back out and sitting down in restaurants. I still don't go super often and sit down in restaurants. And I'm kind of wary of doing that. Like, I don't want to be around people I don't know. It took a long time for us to be able to go back to a Japanese steakhouse, because that's an enclosed, and you're sitting really close to people, and I'm just like, I don't know these people, and I don't really want to sit that close to them. So, yeah, it has been really me that's been super cautious about that. So yeah, but so y'all can see this is the, I know I said what it was, but this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh, Set It Up primer. This is actually really good. Y'all know how much I rave about ColourPop on this channel and how much I love ColourPop. And I'm going to add a little bit more over here because I feel like I didn't get enough, even though I put a generous amount on. But I really like this ColourPop primer. It's very good. It absorbs pretty fast when I use too much. And otherwise, it's pretty good. Makes the skin feel soft, and it blurs a little bit. So yeah, we did go to this place, and it was pretty good. Now, I think my burger, how much? So we spent $58, but how much was your burger? I want to say it was like 13 or 14.
About $14.85.
Yeah, and I think my burger was like 13, and I think his was like 14. And I generally don't like going to restaurants and getting burgers, because even though you tell them you want it well done and you want it no pink throughout, sometimes they honor that request and then you got to send it back or, So I was like, okay, this is good. I checked it. It was fine. It was done all the way through. It was really good. Toppings on it. I just got like a regular old plain basic bacon cheeseburger, but it was good, and they were big. They were big burgers. And then I had some house chips, potato chips, like potato chip fries thing with it. And husband had regular fries and like a side house salad to go with it. And like I say, it was pretty good. I did get some alcohol a little bit. I got an angry apple orchid. The problem here is I was hungry by the time we went to go eat. I was really hungry. My stomach hurt because I was hungry. And it was I drank on an empty stomach, and so I felt it. I felt it. That's not even a whole lot of alcohol. That is literally like probably less than an actual real beer, and I felt it. So, and I also hadn't had anything to drink in a long time. Like, I haven't had alcohol recently Probably, I don't even know when the last time I had a beer. Probably maybe about 6 months ago. I want to say it was probably about 6 months ago. All right, so while I'm talking about this, I'm going to do my eyes because my eyelids are dry now. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner, BFF Cream Gel Liner in the shade Sunnyvale, which, yeah, Sunnyvale, and it's a matte brown. It will show up on my lids. And let's also pour one out for Anthony Head, who just died, speaking of Sunnyvale, who just died of Buffy fame. So, I'm not a Buffy fan, but I liked his character, Giles. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I didn't, yeah, I felt that alcohol, so I was slightly buzzed by the time we got home. And I had to take my makeup off, and then I laid down because I was tired. But yeah, Bad Daddies was pretty good. So they seem to have worked out some issues that they were having when they first opened, which is why I say don't be the test case. In Colombia, there's a couple of rules here when you go to a restaurant. One, do not be in the first test case wave of people going to a restaurant. Let them be open for at least 6 months. And that gives them time to get themselves established, word of mouth. You let that early group who want to be the test case, who want to go run and be the first person to go to this new restaurant, let them run in there and try it first and give their review. Then let them work out whatever problems and kinks they got in the armor. Let them work that out. And then you go in there. So give them about 6 months. And after 6 months, if they're still there, you're probably good. If they gone, that tells you they had problems and they didn't get it worked out. So, generally that's how that works in Colombia. Also, don't be trying to run and get the most complicated thing on the menu. Just start out with something basic and then try something different. So, yeah. And also look to see how they handle wait times and staff and all of it. Look how they do all of that, because if they ain't good at that tell me they ain't probably ain't gonna be good in their kitchen either with keeping things up. And also the other thing in Colombia, definitely pay attention to the rating on the door. If it has anything less than an A, do not eat there. Okay? Because that tells me they got some issues. And they ain't fixing the issues. Because DHEC will come back after they do like the first initial like inspection and they get a terrible grade. DHEC comes back and checks to see, did they fix the problem? If the grade on the door has changed, that means they didn't fix the problem. And they are continuously having a problem. That is why you double check that. Because that rating grade is a very good indicator of what the status of the kitchen is. In Colombia, at least, it's a very good indicator. So, Colombia is known for having a lot of places to eat. Colombia is what you would call a eating town. They got 1 million places to eat and 1 million gas stations and 1 million churches. So, and grocery stores. They got one on every corner practically. So always double check. And when somebody say, oh yeah, don't go to that grocery store in this chain, don't go to XYZ, don't go. Because you are doing yourself a disservice by doing so. Pay attention when people talk. And people do talk in Colombia, so there's that. Anyway, all right, for the eyeshadow we are going to do, this is the Essence cream eyeshadow in the shade 04 Coca. So it looks really weird, but this is actually really good. I've used it like once and it is very good. It is very much a cream eyeshadow. So we got a tool. And I'm going to use this tool to put this on my eyes. Because I really want a brown look here. And then we're going to put some sparkles on top of it. And that is exactly the shade I want. Now, I tried doing this yesterday for my makeup look, and I used a different eyeshadow, and it was the She Glam, and which I liked it. It dried very well. It was very easy to use, very easy to apply, good performance. But for me, it was not the shade I was looking for. But that's not the fault of the product, so I will use that shade again for something else. But it was very coppery, and I was really wanting a brown. And I thought it was going to be more brown than it was copper, and I was wrong. So, this is exactly the brown I'm looking for. This is gorgeous because it's a very it's a brown, but it matches my skin tone with a tad bit of shimmer to it, and that is what I wanted. And this was not expensive. I bought this some time ago from Ulta, and it wasn't expensive. It was very, very reasonably priced. I want to say probably about $4 or $5, and real good price. But yeah, we had a good date night. I just didn't do a date night doll up episode. So that is why I have photos, but I did not do an episode for Budget Beauty. So tonight, of course, it is Saturday, so tonight is the big broadcast at 8, for us, since we're Eastern Standard Time. We will be watching, Svengoolie. And we did not watch last week's episode, because last week's episode was Earth versus the Spider. And we did not want to be versus the spider because both of us wanted to be able to sleep. So I did not watch Svengoolie last week because I was like, absolutely not. I love Svengoolie. I promise you, I love Svengoolie. But I do not want to watch something with tarantulas in it. So, and then try to go to bed. That's probably not a good idea. So, we just did not watch it last week. We watched something else. I mean, what did we watch last week? You remember?
I think it was Dr. Cyclops.
No, last week when it was Earth versus the Spider. Did we watch anything else? We watched something else. We did. We watched something else.
Can't remember off the top of my
bat. It was something. We watched something else on, I guess, on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know. We watched something else. But yeah, definitely was not watching Earth versus the Spider.
NHK.
Oh yeah, we watched something about ramen, more than likely. We watched something on YouTube, as we usually do during the week. So usually on Saturdays we watch Svengoolie, but we watched I thought we watched something Disney. Well, maybe we didn't. No, we probably watched something about ramen. But generally, on Saturdays we watch Svengoolie, and then during the week when we sit down for dinner, we watch something on YouTube. It's either our favorite streamer Justin Wong, or we watching something from Matt McMuscles about fighting games and behind the scenes fighting games. Or we watch stuff about ramen in different places in Japan. We also watch a guy that does stuff only in Japan with John Daub. We watch that. What else? We watch other stuff too. I might watch a little bit of Miss Mojo. I don't watch too many game playthroughs because I'm probably going to play through the game myself. So, I don't want to sit up and watch somebody play through the game. Now, fighting games, like I say, I watch Justin Wong play through fighting games. And watch his matches and his streaming. So, yeah. Alright, so we have applied. I'm looking down at my Barbie trifold. We have applied that brown. That is absolutely exceptionally gorgeous. It is this, the Essence logo, but also that's that. So yeah, it's really, really, really nice. I really like that. That is an excellent brown, and it applied really well. It's very creamy, and it applies very easily. So I like that. All right, so now let us add our topper. We're going to add our topper. The metallics and the foils. Which one do I want? Okay. So we're gonna add the foil on here. This is the Nanessa Myricks Color Fix Sticks, and this is Duo 4. This is Artemis, the shade Artemis. It's kind of a gold, and that is kind of what I want. So I'm just going to tap it on my lid, which is exactly what I wanted. I don't want a whole lot. I just want a little sprinkling of it on the lid. Okay. Yeah, that turned out nice. So, but yeah, we watched something else. So this week, I don't even remember what's this week, but, gonna watch it because it's not anything dealing with like spiders or anything. So, and then next week I look forward to, I think next week is going to be, House of Svengoolie. So, and I like that. That actually looks good. See if I can get this shimmer off of the inside corner of my eye. Okay. So yeah, House of Svengoolie is doing Idle Hands. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I like House of Svengoolie. So, all right. Eyes are done for right now. So let us turn our attention to the face. So for the foundation, we're going to use the Clinique Acne Solutions Liquid Makeup. It's the salicylic acid acne treatment. I do happen to have some acne going on right here and right here. I felt it earlier. Right. Well, that one kind of went down, but right here definitely. And yeah, I think that's the major spot right now. It's acting up. And that one, I tried to catch it in time, and it didn't want to cooperate. But this, I got this from Ulta as a free gift, I think. So this is the shade WN118 Amber D, and it is a good match for me. It's a really good match color wise. I went and got this when I was in Rock Hill, and I did the Road Trip and Beauty. Okay, so I did like 2 squirts. We may need more, we may not. All right, so I'm going to get a brush to apply. This is the Real Techniques. I'm sorry, this is the Morph. I was looking at Real Techniques, my other Real Techniques brush, but holding the Morph. This is the Morph 107 foundation brush. And I do need to clean my brushes, and maybe I might do that tomorrow. All right, so I'm applying. As you can see, this is a very good match. It looks a little yellow, but it does blend very well and blends down and is the correct shade, because I have used this before. But yes, it does look slightly yellow. It reads slightly yellow on camera and kind of in person a little bit. But this is not a bad foundation at all. And I am not in the practice of buying Clinique, I promise. But it was a free gift. You got a choice of this, and it was a free gift. And I was like, hey, I'll take it. Let me go find my shade. And I had to get some help finding it from the lady who was at the Clinique counter section. But she was very nice, very helpful. And she got me what I needed. They had 2 brands of this that they were hawking at the Ulta right about that time. This was in the fall, if y'all recall. It was my first episode of Road Tripping Beauty. And I liked it. I liked it once I used this. All right, now for the concealer, we're going to use the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Radiant Cream Concealer. This is in the shade Pecan 02 Pecan Medium Deep. I do like this concealer. It is very good. Neutrogena did a good job with this. And y'all know I use Neutrogena and La Roche-Posay for my and some Laneige for my skincare stuff, but mostly Neutrogena. And I alternate my cleansers. So I've used Neutrogena the entire time I have been concerned about my skin, which is I'm a bit of an oldie, so it's been a minute. All right, so now to buff this out, this is the Morphe M103 foundation brush. But y'all girl been worried about their skin since she was like 12, 13 years old. So, because I worked early on to make sure that my skin was good and that I didn't have a lot of acne problems when I was a teenager. So, I've been using Neutrogena and Clean and Clear the majority of my life. The majority of my life where I could purchase my own. I would tell my mama and she'd be like, all right, throw it in the cart. And so I picked out what I wanted to use. I did once upon a time use Noxzema, but Noxzema is, for my dry skin, Noxzema is and was entirely too strong. I could not use Noxzema. I'm almost certain if my husband had tried to use Noxzema, it would have been too strong for his sensitive skin. But it was strong. So I was like, yeah, no, we can't be using that. Gotta stop using that. My auntie used to use Noxzema. My late Auntie Van. She used to use Noxzema all the time as a teenager. That's how I learned about what Noxzema was, because I was like, oh, I remember my auntie used to use this to keep her skin good. And she had beautiful skin too. So yeah. All right. So as y'all can see, that's a quick blend. Look how fast that blended out, and it's a good blend. Once it blends, great blend. Very impressed with that. Which I was surprised. I was like, wait a minute, Clinique. Hold on. I wasn't expecting that from you. All right, to do the under eye, this is the Morphe M132 Angled Concealer Brush. And hopefully this will brighten up underneath that eye. I was going to use the Neutrogena foundation, but then I changed my mind. And I was like, I haven't used this Clinique in a minute, so. And no, normally I would not buy Clinique because it is not budget. Clinique is not. I bought Clinique. I bought some Clinique mascara once when I was young. And I don't even remember what I spent for it, but I think it was probably expensive. Or maybe I got it as a free gift or something. But I've had approximately one other Clinique thing in my lifetime beyond this, and it was mascara. in the early 2000s. Okay. So, progress has been made. I have started doing, I've been working on my makeup catalog and doing, I worked on it this morning because I had a very large shipment from Amazon to help with the new series that we are going to start, which we will get into in a minute. But I worked on that and I added a column to my spreadsheet in my thing that talks about, is it high end, mid tier, or budget? And so I will be uploading, at some point, I will be uploading my spreadsheet so that y'all can track, and also it helps me too. Y'all can track my purchases and see how I make that work. All right. We're going to actually do the mascara now. And this is, I'm going to use several mascaras. So, this is the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer, Super Volume with Super Fruits. And we're going to use that to set up the lash primer. So I am working on that. And I will be uploading that and then fixing as I go when I add new products. So we have started work on the new series, which will be full face. Try not to jab myself in the eye. Not do that. But also comb through my lash. So we are working on that. We've gotten started on that. I've got to make an intro for it. And as I said, I had a very large shipment come in. We will be doing a beauty haul for it, but we will not be doing a buying and trying for it, because all of the things that we ordered in this beauty haul are for the new series, which is the full face series. So the buying and trying is the full face. So it's going to be the full face series. So that is why I'm not doing a buying and trying for these. But I have some stuff that is arriving today, and I have stuff that is, the last little bit should be arriving tomorrow. And I got a bunch in yesterday, so looking forward to getting started. And there's a lot. So there are like 7 brands that I can do a full face of nothing but their makeup. And then we will probably have, so that'll be like 7 episodes, because one episode per brand. And then we will do, we are going to do one last episode, probably of the mid tiers, because I don't have a whole lot of high end makeup to be able to do a full face of multiple high end brands. All right, so to start with the mascara, we're going to start with the Haas Labs Miss Gaga Be Structural Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. I do like the Mother Monsters mascara. It is very nice. It is good. This is more of a volumizing mascara. And so it says it's volumizing and lengthening, but it's very much a volumizing. It's leaning toward the volumizing side of things. Just because this brush is very much a volumizing brush. So it I like it. I do like this. Now, I don't know if I'd spend $29, for it. It would have to be on sale for me to buy this again and be like, oh, I'm gonna buy. But it's a good mascara. Like I say, that is not lengthening my lashes at all. So, trying to get the tips here. Okay. But it's a nice mascara. And it looks good on my lashes, so I'm good with it. Alright. Put it on the other eye. Because I want to do my volume first, and then we'll worry about length. Keep messing up my eyebrows. So we are getting started on that, and I'll be trying to get some stuff uploaded, do some reviews when I have a little bit of time. And see if we can't get the website going a little bit better. All right. So that is the volumizing part of things. We're going to do the lengthening of things. I want to use this Live Tinted Legacy Lash. This is very good. Really, really like Live Tinted. This is more of a lengthening. And I really like how it works on my lashes. It too is expensive. This is like $22. Because Live Tinted is considered a prestige brand at Ulta. And I like Live Tinted. Y'all know how much I rave about the Live Tinted Hue Stick. And the concealer. They're very, very, very good. Both are excellent. I mean, I even like the primer, even though it gives me a orange cast. But the primer is focusing more like a sunscreen, so. But it works as a primer. It's like a 5-in-1 primer. See, now that lengthened it out considerably. I'm going to say, don't be afraid to use multiple mascaras. Because you can achieve what you want if you use multiple. Sometimes one just ain't going to cut it, especially if you want to do full but you want long lashes and you're using mascara and you're not using falsies. Now, you could use mascara and still use falsies. But I tend to not use falsies. I've never used them. Maybe one day I will. And I'll probably try brand. I will probably try Juvia's Place. But I've never used falsies. Okay. Okay. That's cute. All right. Okay. Eventually, I will put that back in my little prestige section down here. I had the top part of this is my what I call my prestige section. And I think I might add just a tad bit of the Sephora size up. I think I will. I rave about this one too. Because, buddy, when you want some big old lashes, get you some Sephora size up. I am on my second tube of this. Okay. Okay. Great. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So that's done. All right. We've done our face. Let's add our blush. We're going to do liquid blush now. For the liquid blush, I want to use the ColourPop Weightless Liquid Blush. And this is in the shade Angel Face. This is the first one that I bought from out of the ColourPop liquid blush line. I remember. We're not going to use a whole ton. So let me wipe this off for just a tad bit. You get a lot. Okay. On this doe foot applicator when you take it out. Okay. All right. So let's buff that out. Where's my brush? All right. This is the Morphe 204 Cream and Liquid Blush Brush. I'm just going to buff that out. Now, when I powder this down, it's probably going to take it back out. But the powder blush that I picked is going to match it. So it's fun. It is quite fine. And that is a nice little dollop of color. You have to be very careful with the ColourPop one, just because it is very pigmented, and if you put too much on, you will get a lot of it will be so much blush. So, and if that ain't what you're trying to go for, you're gonna have to tame it. All right, let's powder ourselves down with setting powder. For the setting powder, we're going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection setting powder, loose setting powder, and this is in the shade 15 Translucent Medium Deep. I always have to look because I don't use this often, but I do like it. It is good. I don't need to like shake it to get any out of here either. Okay, I'm trying to get a puff. It is used, yes. It's just me, so we're fine. All right. Priming it in my hand. And then we're going to set. So, really like this wig that I got. It's actually a really good wig. It is from the makers of the Jessica Rabbit wig. And they claim that these are victory rolls, that roll in the front is a victory roll. It's not. Not when you first get it. It's not. It came with a roller in it. And I was like, that is not a victory roll. So, but then I just made like a little front roll. I made a front little bumper roll out of the front roll that they were trying to call the victory roll. So, it's a nice wig though. Fits real well, stays on. It's real cute. Very retro. Has a nice little curl to it. Nice little wave pattern in the back. All right. I think that's good. The color is kind of sort of still there for the blush, but like I say, we're gonna hit it with some powder blush real quick. And that powder blush, I promise y'all know, because I'm gonna tell you right now, we're using some Fenty, the Fenty Suede Cheeks. that is so pigmented that you don't need a lot of it, and you're going to get the blush that you want. So, all right. That's where we are now. So this is the Fenty Cheeks Suede Powder Blush in the shade 02 Petal Poppin'. So they've apparently discontinued these colors, and so I'm glad I bought them when I did. Because now when I go in the Ulta, it's not in there. All right, I'm trying to find my brush. All right, brush. This is the M164 powder brush. Because it does not take much. You will get blush. As you can see. Immediate results. And that is why I tracked down all of these blush colors that I did. Because that's an immediate application of blush. And I didn't have to do much. It is highly pigmented and picks up very well on the brush. And you don't need a lot. Yep. Yeah, don't need a lot. Okay. Very nice. Okay. All right. It's going to take me forever to use up all these blushes. It's going to take a long time. All right. So, let me do my under eye. For the under eye, we're using the Essence 24 Ever Ink Liner. This is in the shade Intense Black. I am probably going to do a full face cleanse this evening when I do skincare. Because I'm probably not wearing makeup tomorrow. But I am going into the office on Monday, so I'll wear makeup on Monday to work. So I at least give my skin a day to rest. Let it be moisturized and clean. Because I last did a full face probably, I think I did it on Tuesday. When I did a full cleanse. I did not do lazy skincare on Tuesday, I think. Alright, let me fix my eyebrows because my eyebrows are being weird. Per the usual. Eyebrows are being weird. Eyebrows, why are you messing up? Of course, because I put this foundation on, my nose is starting to itch. I hate that. Okay. If I had laid down some gel on top of this, some brow gel, they would have probably stayed in place and it wouldn't have been a problem. All right. So now let's talk about these lips. For the lips, we're going to do a red lip. So for the lip liner, I have, this is the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in the shade Very Cherry, 145 Very Cherry. I like this. It's a good lip liner. And get it around here because we're going to go with a striking red lip. I mean, lip liner kind of doesn't do anything when I match the lip liner to the lipstick. However, for me, it's a visual guide of stop. It's kind of like when I do my, cut crease up there. It gives me the boundary line of where to stop it. Okay. All right. Now for the lipstick and the piece de resistance. This is the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick from Wet and Wild. This is in the shade 930B, Missy and Fierce. So, this lipstick is very good. I actually really like this, and it's very comfortable once it dries down. Very comfortable, soft on my lips. And it dries quickly. Here's a quick dry. Like, it's drying right now. And I am applying this. And it is full. Like, I don't see most of my lip up underneath it. NYX is good for full coverage on the lips. Maybelline is Wet and Wild. Let me think who else. Sephora. Rimmel, while I like it, you got to boost Rimmel a little bit. Okay. And that line helps. Okay. Because like once this dries, it's good. And it's going to dry quickly. So, I like that. I really do. All right. Also, Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place is extremely full coverage for the lips. All right. So, that is the completed look. Now we're going to set her down. We're going to go set her down with Big Boy here. Mr. Big Boy. Because I don't want this moving at all. So, this is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-Second Setting Mist. It's very good. It is very, very good. Very good. I will continuously buy this. We're going to set it, and then we're done. All right. Okay. I kind of inhaled that. Tried not to. I was trying so hard not to. Does not take long to dry though. All right, so let us put on jewelries. And accessories. For my jewelries, I'm going to wear my cherry earrings. These are going to go well with this dress that I have on. This dress I got off of Amazon. It was $14.99 from a brand that I just randomly saw the dress and was like, oh, this is cute. It's cute for the summer. I ordered an extra large and they sent the large. Thankfully this is stretch because otherwise I wouldn't be able to fit this. And so, but it's fine. It is very much a stretch dress. It says, I love you. This is my nose ring. It says, I love you on it. It's got like hearts and stuff. Love. So, it's cute. Does what I needed to do for the summer. Um, I can wear it to work, but I gotta have something on my arms. I wear like a sweater with it, to not have my shoulders all out, because again, having your shoulders all out apparently be messing with the accountants and their number counting abilities. So, but also not professional dress. So, yeah, I try not to run afoul of the dress code there. Um, all right, everything is set. These lips will dry down and it will be fine. They're almost set and dried. It did help that I sprayed the mist all in my face. So, it helps make this set a lot faster too. I've worn this lipstick a couple of times now, and I really liked it. I really did like it. Very pleased with how the blush turned out. Very pleased with the face, and the concealer, and the foundation and the setting powder. That all three of those work very well together. We're also gonna go ahead and let hair down. This was the roller that came with the hair. So I've used it once since to like roll up the hair, but it's kind of superfluous. You don't really need it, because this hair stays curled. It did not take much for me to like curl it back. So, all right, I think we are done here. This is what the hair looks like down. It's cute. It's very cute. A little hair tie back up here. All right, so that is the completed look. We are finished, and I think this has turned out nicely. Very nice. So that is today's episode. So we will be back later. And like I say, I'm waiting on a few things. I got a couple of things delivered while I was sitting here doing this episode. They were delivered, and so got to add it to the box that I already got and combine together. Get my beauty haul template set up, which I already have, in anticipation of getting these things, and then we'll film. We'll probably film tomorrow, depending on when I get my last little bit of the shipment in. We should be moving right along. Like I say, we're getting ready to go to Ulta, so there's a couple of things. I have like $31. I am 96% at my goal for maintaining diamond status for the year. So for next year, so today probably will help. And then I'll probably have one more, like I say, for the ColourPop stuff that's coming out tomorrow. There's quite a few things in that new collection that I'm really wanting to get. So we'll see. So I want to thank you for watching. Come back in and watch more of my videos later. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit bells and notifications to hear when I get a new episode up. We will see you later. Peace.